what I was going to ask is, I feel like this would be helpful for all the people that do suffer from headaches and migraines. I'm your patient. I have bad migraines occasionally and severe headaches. What would you tell me?
Green.
We would get you on the Nutritarian diet.
Yes, that eating a lot of greens is the first step, obviously. Well, the question is, where do you start if you're going to change your diet? Now, obviously, we're going to try to push you 100% to the perfect diet is the best step thing to do, you know.
And there's 6 things that we would recommend for someone to do to get onto a Nutritarian diet, which is eating your salad every day, eating 8 ounces of cooked greens, eating about 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds, minimum of a half a cup of beans, and you know, I think that was all of them. Yeah, but that's
1.5 ounces of nuts and seeds a day.
Oh yeah, and 1.5 ounces of nuts and seeds a day.
Did we say onions and mushrooms and berries?
Well, that's in the salad. So G-bombs, of course.
Yeah, okay.
But what I'm saying here is that that's so important to help to get this knowing exactly what they should do.
And about that, people are so reliant on prescription drugs. Their doctors who they trust tell them to take it. So that's a tough conversation you have to have, I imagine. People don't want to suffer through it. They really think these pills can help them. So are these the tough conversations that you have with your patients?
Right, people. Not everybody is fit to be a patient of ours. People want pills. They don't want to change their diet. And so we have people, we've got to, we're a niche practice for people who want to live longer and do the best and really be super healthy. Because a lot of people just feel like, oh, I may be hit by a car and I'm going to eat and live my life unhealthfully, you know.
To go off of your point, though, I do feel like a lot of my patients are people that are so turned off by conventional medicine. I see patients all the time where they tell me, you're the 8th doctor I'm seeing for this issue. Yeah. I will do anything it takes for you to help me. And that's those patients that are going to succeed because they actually will do anything to feel better. And they don't feel like, they know they're already facing so many obstacles with how poor they're feeling. So they're ready to do it. And that's where we see the most success, to be quite frank.
And it's amazing it's amazing to go to doctor and get bad advice all the time. I'm like, it's like crazy. You don't send a person to a doctor when they have a confusing problem. Like this friend of mine, he's going to a doctor, and the first doctor says, and then says, "Oh, this doctor finally figured out what was wrong with me. I'm feeling so horrible," and he told me it was chronic fatigue syndrome. Oh, so he was so smart, this doctor. He found out what was wrong. He just gave it a name. He doesn't tell you what's wrong. He didn't tell you how to fix it or do nothing. That's not what's wrong with it. Go to another doctor. Oh, he told me it was fibromyalgia. Oh, so now I at least know what's wrong with me. I know it's fibromyalgia. You know, it's the same basic thing. They come up with a name, they give you some drugs to feel better, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. People don't get better. Right?
And it's like in school, they come up with adrenal fatigue syndrome. You know, these are just diagnoses of exclusion to make someone feel like there's something wrong with them when really we're just saying is that you're not detoxing properly and you're getting brain fog fatigue and you're feeling poor.
Because people really get hung up on the why. Why is this happening to me? Why they want a name for it? They want to know what's going on in their body. But I think what gives people so much confidence is you're telling them no matter what the problem is, no matter what ailment you're facing, start with your diet to let your body heal from the inside out.
Like post-Lyme syndrome. All these people go to these Lyme disease specialists. They had Lyme, they were treated for it, and now they're feeling like crap. And they took the antibiotic, of course, their body's toxic. They had damaged the body from the spirochetes, from the inflammation caused by Lyme disease. But now they think they're going to be on drugs keep drugs. They never are taking care to increase the detoxification channels of the body, to improve their immune system, and to allow the body to recover and heal, because they just don't have, their lifestyle habits are not good enough.
And especially with migraines, I hear a lot of my friends who are on drugs and they're saying, oh, I got a bad migraine, I'm on this drug, and not even the medication helped. They say not even the medication helped, which they're expecting it to, and it's not even helping you. So I know I have friends, and I remember a friend from high school who would leave school all the time for her migraines. She would take drugs religiously and still lay in bed all day. So it's like, what is even the point of that? It's not working. Yeah.
Well, that's so. At least we feel that we have some tools that can help people who really want to get well and be really healthy. And that's what we're so excited about working. And I'm so excited about working with Cara too, because it's so such a blessing and so rewarding for us to be able to know that we can help the people. We can help people if they're willing to make these changes that we want them to make, you know.
And now we also have advanced labs, which can give you even more details on how you can support each person in a better way. Like, you know, you can see their blood work and see if they're low in omegas. You can see if they have high microplastics and tell them how to change their diets and even more change their lifestyle in even more ways than just diet.
You can even see the type of toxins. You can see the toxins.
Which of course diet is going to be everyone's protocol. That's number one. But we can go even further and we can support them with specific IVs or nutrients that they might be needing to help get rid of the toxins that we're finding on these advanced blood panels.
Right. Yeah. So really identifying what areas need to pinpoint and focus. And you're doing all these longevity labs, I guess I'll call them, to identify even more areas of concern.
Right. And like certain vitamins and nutrients that they might be deficient in, or maybe they're not, they don't have the right pathways to get those in the amounts that they need. And so what we're doing here is just personalizing the Nutritarian diet even more.
And the fact that sometimes with the ability to identify and demonstrate to person, look, you got something wrong right here. It's a motivational factor for them to be willing to follow the dietary and supplemental regimens we want them to take. Because a lot of times people resistance to making change, but you show them, look at this, you have some really significant problems here on your blood test. This has to be fixed or you're going to be in big trouble. And they're not feeling well as it is. So it really gives us the documentation and more authority to encourage a person to listen to what we want them to do.
Right. So it's a good motivator to really help people get started or stay on track.
It's a great motivator.
All right, cool. So for all the people listening who suffer from any headaches or migraines, I think the most important thing for them to know is that they can get 100% better.
Absolutely.
And there are ways to help the pain in the process.